In this video, I'm going to show you how I'd structure meta ads if you're working with a smaller budget, what campaign objective I'd use, how I'd approach creative testing, and the biggest mistakes I'd avoid if you want to make good money. Because if you're running meta ads on a small budget, you do need to approach things differently. The way you run a £5 or £20 a day campaign should not be the same way you run a £500 a day campaign, and lots of the advice that you're getting on YouTube is either from people who don't even run ads or people whose experience is with huge spend accounts of more than £500 a day. My agency has about 60 meta ad clients at any one time and about 5 new inquiries from this YouTube channel every week. And I'll be honest, most small budget meta campaigns fail for the same few reasons. The structure is too complicated, the budget is spread too thin, the offer isn't clear enough, or the business is trying to test too many things at once. So if you're spending £5 to £50 a day, this is how I'd think about it. The first thing is to keep the campaign structure simple. For most small budget campaigns, I would usually start with one campaign, one ad set, and multiple ads inside that ad set. Not 5 campaigns, not 10 ad sets, micro-testing lots of different audiences. Not separate ad sets for every single message, audience, and creative type. One campaign, one ad set, multiple ads underneath, and the reason for this is simple. If you split a small budget across too many campaigns or ad sets, nothing gets enough spend and nothing gets enough data. So let's say you're spending £15 a day. If you split that across 3 ad sets, each one only gets £5 a day maximum. Then within each ad set, you might have 3 or 4 ads. Now each ad is barely getting any spend at all. After a few days, you look at the account and you try to work out what's working, but the reality is you don't really know. There isn't enough data. So instead, I'd rather consolidate the budget, put the budget into one clear campaign, one main ad set, and test different ads within that ad set. That gives Meta more to work with, and it gives you a much clearer view of which messages and creatives are actually getting a response. Now, there are times when I would split things into separate ad sets, which I'll cover now. For example, if you want to test completely different audiences, maybe one ad set is targeting business owners and another ad set is targeting homeowners. Or maybe you need different locations to have their own dedicated budgets. Or maybe you have 2 very different offers and you don't want one to take all of the spend because that can happen. In these circumstances, more than one ad set is fine, but don't split things just for the sake of it. The mistake we see lots of advertisers make is they're trying to test too many different audiences at one time, but on a small budget, you don't have the capacity to do that. So let's get focused. One campaign, one ad set, test one audience at a time. On a small budget, simplicity is your friend. And the second thing you need to do is to choose the right objective. If you want leads, run a leads campaign. If you want sales, run a sales campaign. And if you want people to complete a form on your website, optimize for that conversion event. What I wouldn't do in most cases is run awareness, engagement, or traffic campaigns and hope that they somehow turn into inquiries, because it won't happen very efficiently. This is one of the biggest mistakes that we see. A business will say, we just want to get our name out there. And I understand why people say that, but if you only have a small budget, you probably don't have the luxury of spending money just to be seen. It won't give you a return on investment. Awareness campaigns are for top of funnel marketing, and you should be seen as a long-term investment in your brand awareness. They won't deliver you leads or sales. You need the campaign to do something. You need inquiries, you need purchases, you need bookings, you need calls, you need more leads. So tell Meta what you actually want to achieve, and if you optimize for traffic, Meta will find people who click, but people who click are not always the same people who inquire. If you optimize for engagement, Meta will find people who like, comment, or interact, but that doesn't mean they're going to buy. And if you optimize for leads, Meta will look for people more likely to become leads. So be really clear about what you want the campaign to achieve, because for most small budget campaigns, I'd be looking at lead forms, website inquiries, calls, purchases, booked appointments, or quote requests via a leads or a sales campaign. Optimize for something measurable, something linked to revenue. And for that, your tracking needs to work, so subscribe to this channel and find my many videos that take you through exactly how you do that. The third thing is to focus on one clear offer. If your budget is small, don't try to promote everything at once. If you're a service business, pick the service that is most profitable and easiest to sell or most likely to generate inquiries. If you're an e-commerce business, start with the products that have the best margin, the strongest demand, or the clearest reason for somebody to buy. Pick your biggest sellers, not just the stuff that you want to get rid of. If you're a local business, focus on the offer that gets people to take action. A free quote, a free consultation, a survey, a brochure, a specific package, such as a limited time promotion. The more focused the offer is, the easier it is for Meta to optimize, and the easier it is for the customer to understand what you want them to do. A vague campaign will usually create vague results. So instead of saying we offer marketing services, you might say, book a free marketing review where you will discover the exact channels your competitors are using to generate their sales. Or instead of saying, we sell garden furniture, you might say, get up to 25% off and get your garden ready for the next heat wave. Instead of saying, we're employment lawyers, you might say, take our questionnaire to find out if you could be due compensation from workplace mistreatment. The offer needs to be obvious because with a small budget, you don't have loads of money to slowly educate people over many months. You need the ad to make sense quickly. Now let's talk about creative because this is where a lot of small budget campaigns either win or lose. Inside that one ad set, I test multiple ads, but each ad should have a clear job. We're not just throwing random ads into the account and hoping something works. We're testing different messages, different hooks, different angles, different reasons why somebody might respond. For example, one ad might focus on the problem. One ad might focus on the offer. One ad might focus on social proof. One ad might be a talking head video like this. One ad might be a simple graphic, and one ad might be a before and an after. The point is to find out what makes somebody stop scrolling and think, that's relevant to me. Different people buy for different reasons. Some people care about price, some people care about trust, some people care about speed, some people care about convenience. Some have had a bad experience before and some need to see proof. So your creative should test those different buying triggers, and when something works, don't just leave it there, make more versions of that creative. If a testimonial works, create more social proof ads. If a problem-led ad works, create more problem-led ads. If a certain hook gets more people clicking, use that hook in a video, a static image, a reel, and a carousel. Small budget advertisers need to be smart with creative. You probably don't have the budget to produce huge amounts of polished video, but you don't need to. Some of the best Meta ads are simple. A clear image, a strong hook, a short video filmed on a phone, a real customer testimonial, a founder or business owner just talking to camera. The creative doesn't need to look like a TV advert. It needs to stop the right person and make the offer really clear with good messaging. The next thing is audience targeting. In many cases with small budgets, I'd rather keep the targeting broader and make the ad itself specific. Let the creative do the filtering. So if you only want to speak to homeowners looking for premium garden furniture, say that. People not interested, they'll just scroll straight by, and Meta's algorithm will go after people who stop and pay attention. The next thing is to stop touching the campaign every day. This is hard, and people who learn ads on YouTube nearly always overcomplicate things because they're learning from random people who often don't even run ads or run campaigns on huge budgets that aren't relevant to you. Understand that when you're spending your own money or your client's money, you naturally want to keep checking in on campaigns, which is fine, and you should monitor it, but you shouldn't keep making changes every single day. Meta needs time to learn and stabilize. When you launch a new campaign, a new ad set, or new ads, performance can be volatile. One day might look good, the next day might look bad. That doesn't automatically mean the campaign is broken. And on a smaller budget, it takes longer to get meaningful data. So give it a good 5 to 7 days to run before you make meaningful changes. Any more and you make it harder to understand what actually caused the results to change. Was it the creative? Was it the audience? Was it the offer? Was it the landing page? You don't know because everything keeps changing all the time. So for small budgets, I'd normally review properly every 5 to 7 days. If the budget is very small, you might need to give it a bit longer, but that doesn't mean you ignore the campaign. Still check that everything is spending correctly and leads are coming through. But don't make unnecessary edits every single day. So I hope that helps. That's exactly how I would run and how we do run campaigns on small budgets in here, where we are running about 60 different meta advertising campaigns around the clock, around the world, all the time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.